We made it. At least I made it. I hope everybody else good. Lot to unpack in 2020, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done a video in like 9 months probably. And it just feel kind of surreal. It actually feel good. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about everything. I'm gonna talk about the whole 2020. I'm gonna talk about the positives, negatives. I don't like using that word that much, but come on, negatives. Yeah, man. Let's get right into it. So 2020, right out the bat, boom, Kobe gone. I think he died in January. I'm pretty confident, like January, the third week of January or so. And of course, we all know the major thing from 2020 is the pandemic. I'm ready for stuff to get normal again. But let's start off with the positives as far as me. So this year is really the first year that I released music like that, like music from me. Given that fact, it went pretty well, you know what I mean? I get like a good reception for the most part from the music that I put out. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the Lost music video, by the way. Thank you for everybody who participated, from the model Jojo to the director, DL. Um, One of my goals, which I'll get into in a second, is to build like a team. That way I can outsource certain things. Because, honestly, moving forward, I wanna focus on the art. You get me? When you focus on too many other things, it's like your focus gets spread out too much, and you can't really focus on the art. If you've been following me for a while, right? If you've been following my page for a while, you know that at the end of last year, at the beginning of this year, I just hit 300 subscribers at the beginning of this year. Now it's towards the end of the year, and I have 550 subscribers, I think, or 548, 49, somewhere around there. Man, I'm grateful to everybody. And I know a lot of the people who subscribe, they probably even haven't heard my voice before. So a lot of the people who subscribe are new. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful that you trusted me as far as providing content. So thank you. And apart from that, I feel like this year, 2020, at the beginning of the year, I was a completely different person than what I am 12 months later. Like, I'm definitely way more confident just personally. I had a lot of personal demons that I wrestled with, and now I feel more comfortable in my skin. And I think it's reflected more in the music that I've been making recently. Between the months of June and October, I quite literally just vanished. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not one of the people in my tight circle, like 3 or 4 people, you'd think that I was dead or something like that. I literally just vanished without a trace. Reason being, I had like some work that I was doing, which allowed me to travel. So I was in Nashville for a lot of the time there in the summer. Then I went to Atlanta, and I wanna say the really only 3 or 4 people even called me to check on me, say, "Yo, Kris, you good, bro? Like, I haven't seen you or heard from you in months. Like, what's the deal? Where you at? What you doing?" I don't want to get too morbid, but hypothetically, if I were to die during the summer, really only 3 or 4 people would miss me, or you know what I mean? And it was just really eye-opening to say, "Oh, wow, like, really nobody hit me up." And the people who hit me up too were surprising as hell. Like, I would have never expected the people who hit me up to check on me. I'm grateful to them, but it's just like, after I returned from working, like, it changed my perspective on who I think or who my friends actually are. You know what I'm saying? Or who I want in my circle. So I'd honestly been doing a lot of purging, of the people in my circle. Granted, like, I know everybody have their own shit going on. I know everybody have stuff that they're dealing with, and it's not necessarily their responsibility to check on me, or, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, I was literally gone for 4 months without saying anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of opened my eye with certain things. And apart from that, I'm gonna be straight up frank and honest. I really have not crushed or excelled in any of the goals that are set in place at the beginning of the year. And I feel like that's definitely a negative, because personally I usually try to make sure that I am successful in whatever goals that I set out for myself. And I feel like I really didn't hit the goals that I wanted to hit this year. Granted, a lot of stuff was happening this year. Like, I don't want to use that as an excuse. I still want to take accountability for what I should have done. You get me? One of my biggest goals for this year was to release Portraits. Portraits is like my project, my debut project. Granted, I did release a couple of songs. I released Lust and Heartbreak from it. But I wanted to have like my full content out, and I had like a whole plan as far as how I was gonna do it, when I was gonna do it. But it just never worked out that way. But Portraits definitely coming out first quarter next year, for sure. The second goal I had was to do some concerts. This specific goal kind of get juked specifically because of what's been going on in the world. Obviously, we can't really gather like that. You get me? So that I wanted to do 3 of them, one for each third of the year. So one in April, one probably in August, September-ish, and then for Art Basel. Kngly Live. So I wanted to do season 5 of that this year, but it never panned out like that again. So I don't need to get into why. But everything that I mentioned before kind of trickle into why that never panned out this year. I wanted to hit 1,000 subs. I really, really wanted to hit 1,000 subs this year. But I'm literally 100% sure that I'm gonna pass that benchmark next year. So I'm not even stressing out like that. So if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe to my channel, please. Please subscribe to my channel. I wanted to put out 5 music videos. 5 music videos, but definitely next year. And as far as YouTube goes, I know that the only way I could get my subscriber count to 1,000 is if I put out more content on YouTube. So because of that, I had a goal to put out 52 YouTube videos, like one for each week. And I know there are a lot of YouTubers who put 2, 3, 4 videos out a week. But that's really not realistic for me, given that I do everything myself. You get me? So I wanted to start a band. No surprises that I didn't accomplish that either, you know. But definitely there are tons of talented musicians here in Miami. Tons of my friends who are talented. So I'm not super worried about that. But I can't wait to actually start dissecting these songs with like a band. You get me? Like, just to see how live musicians interpret the sounds, how audience respond to the live. All of this just make me feel warm on the inside. You have no idea. I'm super excited for something like this, yo. This is gonna be so crazy, so insane. And that's pretty much what my goals were. I did have like a last goal in asterisk, and it's like a vanity goal. It's not like important. It's not like a make or break thing. But I definitely wanted to get verified on IG. You know, that little blue check mark. I personally don't put that much stock in it, but it's just like a vanity thing. You get me? Like, let's say I have like a chain or like a nice presidential Rolex or something like that. It's really not a big deal, but it's like a symbol that you're going in the right direction. Like, it's vindication. You get me? But yeah, those were my goals for the year. Like I said, I really didn't hit any of those goals, but I'm super grateful that I'm able to survive the year. You get me? A lot of people, as I'm sure everybody watching this video know, a lot of people didn't make it this far this year, yo. I'm glad. I feel blessed. I did go through my fair share of trials, tribulations, stuff that I'm still going through right now. But I'm super grateful that I made it this far, yo. Super grateful. It's not realistic for me to accomplish what I want to accomplish just solo dolo, just me alone. It's just the world no work that like that. So I'm gonna put together a team just to make sure I crush all of these goals moving forward. One of the things that I noticed from the big artists like Drake's and whoever else you can name on that level is that they have so much content, yo. Earlier this year I was watching I was just on YouTube on like a playlist, and I was like listening to like J. Cole best hits. Those are not even his all his songs that he has out, but this man literally have 3 hours worth of music that you can just let ride without even skipping. Actually, that's like one of my biggest goals as an artist, just to have like a 3 hour long set where you don't feel like you have to skip anything, no fillers, just solid music. But just to finish this up, I promised this wasn't gonna be a long video, and it turns out that it was kind of long. If you're still watching the video at this point, write in the comment section a yerp, a little YERRR. If you comment that in the video, I'm going to send you something. I'm going to reach out to you personally, and I'm going to send you merch or something like that. I'm hopeful going into next year. Let's just say that I don't want to cause any negative juju going into the year, I don't want anything to really backfire like that. This year was rough for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold back. I'm not even gonna, you know what I'm saying? It was like a tough year. But I feel like I'm a better individual overall. So just keep hold the faith. If you're somebody who support me and my music, thanks for the support. I won't let you guys down. If you're somebody new, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for getting in on it early. It's like getting in early on Bitcoin before it was like a fad or a big deal or whatever. I promise you I won't let you down. I promise you I'm gonna see this through to the end. And the only thing I need is your support, you know, because it's just me. There's nobody else in this room right now as of now. It's literally me doing everything until I can change that. So I just want to thank you everybody for your support to this year, and yeah, hope you continue to support. And oh yeah, new music video coming out tomorrow.